On to our top talker. You probably heard this news. Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield, no stranger to drama on social media. Well, as of last night, and for the foreseeable future, that will no longer be an issue. That's because he posted on his Instagram story last night that he's getting off social media for the foreseeable future. He said he's got to do what's best to focus on himself, family, and loved ones, and that he appreciated all of the support. He ended it by telling people that might be interested in contacting him for marketing or business-related items that he can contact the address that's seen there. I don't love that part of it. I love that he's getting off social media. I do, because it's clear it's become a huge distraction for him. But that little line at the bottom, if you're interested in hitting me up about marketing, it's because part of the complaint is that he's spending a lot of his time on marketing and commercials anyhow.
Right. And where's the on-field product?
Yeah, and look, I understand there's 24 hours in the day and there's a lot of time to do commercials and still prepare. And then a lot of folks say, well, hey, you know, Tom Brady's everywhere and so is Patrick Mahomes and so is Aaron Rodgers.
True.
They've planted the flag in the top of the mountain. They've won Super Bowls. So when you reach that point, I do think it's okay from a PR standpoint to go out and do every commercial that you can get your hands on.
Yes.
Because this isn't, you know, these careers aren't forever, as we know. But, you know, for the guy that hasn't won a Super Bowl yet.
This is, I think, where their agents need to come in and step in and say, all right,
slow down.
I'm going to take this off your plate for you.
Yep.
I'll take care of all the social media for you because I still want you marketed as your agent.
Right.
I still need you to do this, this, and this, but you don't have to worry about it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't see comments, and then they don't have to worry about the backlash of all these little things. You know, there's a lot of Captain Keyboards in the universe.
Boy, aren't there?
I'm just going to smile like I have a little
thin skin and rabbit ears are a bad combination.
It's a great way to
for
put
a quarterback. And if he just focuses on the football part, the marketing end of it will last a lot longer. But without a football career, there is no marketing stuff.
Well, now we've talked all about, you know, ignore the comments and everything. So let's talk about comments.
Stephanie Haney has been monitoring what Browns fans are saying about Bake's decision to get off social media. What are the fans saying about it?
Well, you know, you mentioned the Captain Keyboards, Betsy. There's a lot of negativity out there, of course, because of social media keyboard commandos, hence this Baker break. But we are seeing a lot of support for Baker really on this move. It's resonating with people. A lot of people say that he is really onto something with this hiatus. And we are seeing reminders that social media can be fun, but a lot of times in hindsight, it can be pretty nasty, with a reminder that calm follows the storm. And many are saying Baker is smart for taking this break from it, all for himself. Now, he said that he was doing this because it's what he needs to do for himself and to get right. So fans are wishing him a quick recovery and looking forward to next year. He's getting credit for realizing what he needs and doing it, and reminded that everyone seems to have an opinion on everything, especially on social media, and that can be pretty overrated, to be frank. Now, I saved this last one because it has great tips in it. People are not blaming Baker for wanting to get away from the negativity, and there are options. Like, you can block and you can mute people, and you can even mute certain words and emojis if you want to. That can be really helpful. Those tools are really great if social media is becoming too much for you at any given time. And it is a good reminder really for all of us, Jay and Betsy, to pay attention to what feels good when it comes to interacting online, and really that nobody owes us that kind of direct pipeline and access to them. It doesn't really matter who you are.
Look, there are a lot of pro athletes, a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL that don't tweet, they don't have Instagram. You don't have to do that to be successful in that realm. You just don't.
And I think there's a lot, you know, the fuel of the fire, right? Give them something to talk about, kind of a thing. If you do that, man, it just kind of comes back at you. It's a very tricky thing. I navigate social media.
It's hard.
Some days it's a
engage.
disaster, and other days I feel like I'm winning. But
yeah, I will say this. I don't want my comments to sound like I'm negative Baker. I'm anti-Baker. I'm not.
Oh, no.
In fact, I believe strongly that 2022 is going to be a huge bounce-back year for Baker Mayfield. Remember, everybody tries to look at 2021 as a train wreck.
Right.
We missed the playoffs. One win along the way, and we're in the playoffs. And remember this, they almost beat Green Bay in Green Bay, and they were a team that was a block punt from being in the Final Four. And they did beat Cincinnati. They beat the brakes off of them at their place when everybody was healthy. That's who this team can be next year, and I think that's the team they will be.
It's all about potential.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, Stephanie.